Everyone, it's Epic Underworlds, and I'm going to be showing you guys the new Serpent archetype. So we already have Spike Serpent, which is from the original game, and I thought I'd give him a whole archetype, so when I do end up releasing this game, you guys can actually build a deck with just Serpents. So this is the first brand new card. We have the original Spike Serpent, and then we have Baby Spike Serpent. This was kind of just a card idea in the back of my head for a while. I think someone suggested it in a streamer video, and I finally decided to make it. As you can see, the art has pretty much improved because between these two cards has been a few months. So this is basically a 1/1, so it's 1 attack, 1 life. It's a 2 cost, and when killed, draw 1 card if you have a Serpent card in play. That just basically means if you have another card with this type Serpent. Others may say with the name Serpent, where that would be used. But anyways, that is the art. I think he looks pretty cute, and that is Baby Spike Serpent. Cube Serpent is actually a card from Epic Underworlds, which is one of my older digital games. So I thought it would be really fun to draw him, hand drawn. And he's a 2/2. And if this card may attack twice this turn if you discard a handed card. Basically means if you have a card in your hand, you may discard it so he can attack twice for this turn. And then it can reset. You can do it again the next turn. I don't really know the significance of that guy. I kind of just drew him. He's just pointing at the Cube Serpent. Maybe he's directing him. You guys can always fill in that lore if you want, but that is Cube Serpent. Belloc Serpent is a cool dude. I just thought of a cool name and thought it sounded interesting, so I drew this guy, and I had a lot of fun making him. He doesn't even really look that much like a serpent. He's more like a spider, but he's a 6 attack, 4 life creature, and it's good to have archetype cards where they don't really have an ability. They just have strong stats, and then it can combo with everything else. So it keeps the gameplay simple, and it's just fun to use. So that is Belloc Serpent. Next one was a really interesting card to do. So the first part of it was drawn with Prismacolor colored pencils, and then I used my Karan Dash ones, which I don't really use for cards, to do the background, which actually turned out pretty interesting. Drawing the actual surface of him was really cool because I did so many different layers to try to give it that ember effect, and we have a little dude looking up at him. But this is a 3/3 3 cost. So you can play him as a normal creature, or you can discard him from your hand to search your deck for a Serpent type card and add it to your hand, which is a very good ability. So that's really cool. And then finally, my favorite card, the Serpent Egg. So originally, this one was supposed to be a creature, but I actually did the spell template for it, which is fine. So I just kind of went around that. So we have this Serpent Egg there, and Spike Serpent, the more shaded version. You can see the progression in art and shading skills just with that little snippet of him. But you basically play it as a permanent. It stays in play, and you can play it for 3 costs. And basically, when killed, deal 2 damage to each card that does not have Serpent in the name. And it has 1 health. So you might be thinking, well, my opponent's obviously not going to kill this spell, and it's not played in a creature zone. It's just played it off to the side, but your opponent's creatures can still attack it. Now, I don't know why they would do that, so that's why you would probably put a damage spell, so then you can use it on your own egg to destroy it and do 2 damage to each of your opponent's creatures. So you would need some sort of damaging card, maybe like Dark Places or some other card in the game. So this is the most complex card in the archetype, so you can completely ignore it if you want, but it does give them some sort of board wipe. So that was the Serpent archetype. Let me know your guys' thoughts. It's definitely not the most powerful one, but it was really fun to design them, and I can always go back and add more cards to this archetype. But yeah, I'm just so excited to get Perpetual Cosmos out because I've been working so much on this game and so much on the other versions, trying to get a really good rule set down, and I'm just so happy with how the game turns out. So that was this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.